Dr. Andrew Armstrong. So I'm a little hot and sticky. And Neil from RetroManCave. Anyway, welcome to Swag, everybody. Well worth popping along to the event. There's some fantastic people here, some fantastic kit. Take care. Cheers and beers. Brilliant. What a muppet I am sometimes. Cool. Hi, Ravi.
Hello, Howard. How are you?
So first of all, welcome back to Dubious Engineering. Here we are at the SWAG, the South West Amiga Group event, with Ravi Abbott. So you might recognise Ravi from the RetroHour podcast and also 8bitmix.com. So Ravi DJs 2 Amigas and makes some beautiful sounds in the evenings. Normally on a Saturday evenings. It's really good fun and really enjoyable to listen to. Now Ravi pointed out something quite special. We've got here a Commodore 64, and I'll show you some screen footage. And over here, we actually have not Super Mario Brothers. This is the original Mario Brothers.
Mario Bros, but this is Mario Bros C64. So what we have here is actually called an Ultimate C64. So this is like a cloned machine that does a lot more than the C64 did.
So is this a retro computer, or is this a more modern equivalent of a retro computer? This is a modern
interpretation with like USB slots and stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha.
But this can run on the original Commodore 64, this piece of software that we're using.
Well, what's interesting is on the side here we've got regular 9-pin D-type joystick ports. Okay, power adapter, and then on the back of it, we've got what looks like tape inputs and various other things.
I think you can get these add-on boards that you can add in. So they've got HDMI out on this and stuff. That's called like the 1541 add-on board.
Okay,
and you can even put that on your original C64 as well.
Oh right, okay. Now, is there what kind of processors in here? Do you know? It's not like a Raspberry Pi or anything like that?
No. It's a lot less powerful.
It's an application-specific processor. They put the application-specific board.
I'm not quite sure which one because I was more of an Amiga guy.
Yes, indeed. Well, we are at the Southwest Amiga Group.
But this is a version of Super Mario Bros, which was originally on the NES, which has now been converted for the Amiga. Now, interestingly, Nintendo don't like their stuff being ported or converted, so a lot of the time when these projects come online, they get taken down straight away. So smartly, the guy made this conversion and then released it, and then Nintendo took it down. So it's out there. Everybody's got copies of it now.
So it was only out for a few days, is that right?
Yeah, until Nintendo, it got popular. People said, did some news articles, wow, look at this C64 thing, and then straight away it was taken down. But this is an absolute beautiful conversion, and we used to have a game called Guiana Sisters, the Great Guiana Sisters, and people would reskin that to look like Super Mario. So that was our kind of old way of doing it. But this is just absolutely beautiful, and the kind of history of the smooth scrolling on a computer as well. John Carmack, the guys who did ID Software, one of the first demos they did, the guys who did Doom, was actually porting Mario to the PC to prove that they could do that.
They could achieve
console-like
that nice scrolling.
Yeah. So it's amazing to see it on the C64.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, we had a quick play on it just now, and it's absolutely spot on. Some of the graphics is ever so slightly different. For instance, if you look at the way these
the
pipes are, there's shading on the pipes and that kind of stuff. In fact, in many respects, some of it's ever so slightly better than the original Mario Brothers.
Yeah, and we've got a slight scanline effect on here.
Yes,
that's
indeed.
Actually produced from the machine.
Okay.
It's a fake scanline effect because we've got this 1541 in there. I don't think that's on the original one. You'd just have the lines on the CRT monitor.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Anyway, how cool is that? A Commodore C64 Ultimate running Super Mario Brothers. And thank you very much to Ravi Abbott for popping over and talking us through this. Appreciate it. Cheers, mate. Good to see you.
Awesome.
And we're here at the Southwest Amiga Group event. It's a cracking event. Loads of Amiga stuff here. And we bumped into Colin and James from Let's Talk Retro. So we thought we'd give them a quick shout out. And James, what is it that you do on your channel?
We do a monthly show It's called the Retro Gamer Show, and we cover all things retro. We cover events like this, events like Play Expo, all kinds of stuff. Compress it all to about a half an hour show, and then put it out there and let the internet watch.
Excellent. And you're both avid Amiga owners, are you?
Yeah. I bought my Amiga 600 along with me today. I'm also into my Commodore 64. And I'm collecting at the moment all the Mastertronic games for the Commodore 64, and we're doing videos about those as well and putting them up on the channel so everyone can follow how my collecting's going.
Excellent news.
And they were also the first people to contact us to show us on the podcast that you could use Alexa to actually find the podcasts. So they sent us a little video.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Excellent.
All you got to say is Alexa, play the Retro Hour, and it loads within about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Really?
Latest.
Such a shame I've got to Google. Such a shame. I wonder if we can do that with Google. Hey Google.
Everyone's Alexas and Googles are going mental.
Does it work with Play the Retro Gamer Show? On YouTube you might have to add.
Yeah.
If not, we'll send some money over to
Anyway, so if you haven't seen the channel, it's worth popping over and checking these guys out. Colin and James from Let's Talk Retro. Cheers, guys and girls. Keith, lovely to meet you.
Hi, Howard.
And you have your own YouTube channel, Keith.
I do. It's called The Digital Orphanage.
The Digital Orphanage.
It's a very small YouTube channel, but it's growing.
And it's a retro style channel, is that correct?
Yes, it's whatever I feel like doing, and some of that's old kit.
Excellent, okay. So sort of repairs of equipment?
I've done some repairs. My latest video is about an Amiga game I made in the 90s, which was terrible.
So you've written your own games?
I wrote an Amiga game in the 90s, in the early 90s. It was published under exclusiveware, and it was terrible. And it got terrible reviews in the magazine.
But that doesn't matter. You wrote the game. That is absolutely awesome.
I wrote a game.
Yeah,
and that's the feedback I've had, is that people have said, do you know what, your rubbish game is better than somebody's no game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes you'll spend $1.99 on Apple or something for an application, and you wish like hell you never had. So talk us through some of the kit that you've got here then, mate.
Well, coming to Swag, I thought they've got a Speedball 2 competition, and what kit, I need a theme, what kit runs Speedball 2? So I've brought everything that I've got that is running Speedball 2, and it is running it all now. So I've got 7 different versions of Speedball 2.
Including the Game Boy?
Including the Game Boy version.
No way!
Yes.
How cool is that?
Atari STE.
Yeah.
Archimedes. CD32. I've cheated here because I've got a Mega PC, so it's a Mega Drive and the PC version. And then good old my Amiga 1200. These two, 1200 and the CD32, they're what I had back in the day. They're mine. Everything else I've bought since.
Fantastic. Well, guys, obviously we'll get a few close-ups of that and show it off as we're talking about it, so you're not just standing there looking at us two ugly mugs. But ultimately, take an opportunity, pop over to Keith's channel, check out the Digital Orphanage. We'll pop a link in down below, and lovely to meet you. Thanks ever so much.
There's your 3 USB ports, the one internal. I'm going to put all my finished USB stick on that. I'm currently editing all the games because I don't want all the games on there. There's a lot I don't like.
Yeah.
So that's going to go in there once done. That will free up the 2 USB ports. That is the network port, an RJ45. Battery backed up clock, which I haven't quite figured out the need for it yet, but it's nice. That's HDMI port. I think that's a JTAG program. Yeah, JTAG programmable port. I'm not sure what that's for. You can, you got your.
Is that a tape in and out, or?
Yeah, that's the standard port. So you can plug your cassette deck on. You can still load games on cassette from.
Yeah.
Keyboard plugs on normally. So this is all the original case here with the original keyboard. Just plugs straight directly onto the board. ports are standard as normal.
Yeah, it looks like standard 9-pin D types for joysticks. Yeah.
The button is it's got 3 activations on it. So I push it once and it brings up the ultimate menu. So I press it once.
Yeah, and
that
then
brings up the menu.
you can see the menu that popped up there.
If I press it, if I go back to it.
Oh, you can switch, but you can switch between the menu and something running in the background as well. That was quite interesting to see. Okay, yeah.
So I've got, I hold it down and it resets it.
Resets, yeah.
I hold it down even longer and it will switch it off.
Okay.
There's some space there for 2 SID chips, so you can put an 8580 and a 6581 in there.
Okay.
So you can put one of each in there, or you can put both the same, your own personal taste. I personally, I can't notice any difference between the FPGA version and the real one. There is a difference.
Okay.
But I'm just running the FPGA. I'm quite happy to.
And this here is the FPGA, which is standard Altera a field programmable gate array.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then what have we got? What's this guy here? Do you know?
Not entirely sure.
It looks like it might be something like a RAM. If the FPGA didn't have enough RAM, perhaps they put some sideways RAM next to it. Yeah. Oh, you've got Wi-Fi on here as well. Yeah.
I don't think it's completely running at the moment.
Okay.
So if I go into the menu, and you can see. You've got net there, so it's linked down. So I don't think it's completely running at the moment. It's not, the firmware's not been completely finished.
And then on top of that, this is an original C64 case and keyboard. And all you've done, I say all you've done, but what you've done effectively is then take this Ultimate 64 PCB and fit that almost directly straight into
it goes straight in.
Yeah.
And I have also replaced the LED as well, because when it's turned off, quicker way to go through here. Power off. You'll see that the LED's white.
So it's a tricolour LED, is it?
It's actually a proper RGB.
Oh, it's an
LED.
RGB LED. Okay.
But because it's getting the voltage on or off through the pins, it goes green first of all.
Okay. So it runs.
Now it goes yellow and then it goes red.
Okay, and it basically it can give you some error check codes and things like that if you want it.
Is red is that there's power, and then anytime there's disk access. So if I go in and go to load the game up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's actually the disk.
It's telling you that there's disk activity going on. There it goes, yellow. Yeah, okay. Excellent. Zeb, thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, brilliant. Knit one pearl one, isn't it?
Knit one pearl one.
Yeah. Excellent.
Does it feel